Back to our high school football previews. I'm Andrew Hernandez here of Primetime Sports Media, and today we're breaking down the Western Big Six. Kicking off, our game of the week will be Galesburg and Sterling. So we kick off with the Silver Streaks. So the Silver Streaks come in 1-2 after a loss to Indian Creek. There are some other names that we might hear this week out of Galesburg. So number 4 at quarterback is Gino Williams. The receivers, or actually his targets that I watched during the Indian Creek game, that is Adrian Phillips and Amari Robinson. And also on the defensive side of the watch for is John Sibley as well. Galesburg coming in angry. Will probably come in angry after a loss to Indian Creek, but we'll see how things go. Next up is Sterling. Sterling last Friday night defeated United Township to go 1-2. So a couple other names that we might hear out of Sterling as well. On the offensive side will be Joseph Holcomb, the quarterback. Some other names as well we might hear on offense. Kel Lettergerber, Andre Claver, Caden Phillips as well. And Mason Edmond as well. Other names that we might hear for Sterling. And Maurice De La Cruz. So for Sterling, they'll swap out quarterbacks as well. As we might not hear Joseph Holcomb the whole name on the offensive side if we're watching the game, but also Drew Nettleton will also probably be stepping in as quarterback as well for Sterling. So some other names that we'll hear a lot as well tonight. On the defensive side, we'll probably hear will be Gavin Church, Isaiah Mendoza, and Kendrick Mohammed. So they're coming off a win over United Township. Gavin Church, who also hit the game-winning interception for Sterling to make them advance 1-2. So moving on, we'll go to the Western Big Six standings. So we have two teams that are still undefeated in the Western Big Six, and that is Geneseo and Quincy. They're both 3-0 overall this season. Both those teams are looking to improve to 4-0. Geneseo takes on United Township, who's also coming off a loss to Sterling, and also Quincy also faced off against Moline, who's also coming off a loss to Geneseo as well, and some other games as well, as I mentioned. And Newman coming off a loss to Princeton, looking to take on a Rock Island team, also Friday in Rock Island. So for both teams overall in the Western Big Six, that will be the games of the Western Big Six, and that's our Friday night game of the week here on Primetime Sports Media. So our next video will probably break down the Three Rivers or the Big Northern coming up, or the Northwest Upstate Illini Conference as well. So that was our Western Big Six preview and also our game of the week reveal. So I'm Andrew Hernandez here with Primetime Sports Media. So we'll be back here probably breaking down the Big Northern or the Three Rivers.